Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. On this new tutorial part 1, I will show you how to cut a handkerchief skirt directly onto the fabric and without the need of making a pattern. See the link in the description to download the support patterns I have sketched. Before I start, I straightened the cut edge of the fabric and the selvage sides. Remember, I'm cutting straight onto the fabric and I'm not using patterns. I fold the cut edge with the selvage edge on a 45-degree angle and I hold the fabric with pins. I take my hip measurement and I divide it by 4. This measurement is the top edge of each skirt panel. This will be measurement A. I divide A hip measurement by 2. This is B measurement, which is 1/8 of the hip's total circle. I take measurement B and mark it where it fits at the corner of the fabric piece. I measure the distance of the marked line to the corner. This is measurement C, and I use the tape measure as a compass to mark the top edge of one of my skirt panels. Now I cut through the curved line and I hold it with pins. Right after, I calculate the length of the skirt. I measure it from the hip point to the straight part of the hem. This is the shortest part of the skirt. This is measurement D. I take this measurement to the cut side of the panel, not on the fold side. I use a square to mark a straight line from the measurement D to the fold side. I cut through the line and this is my first skirt panel. Now I need to cut 3 more of these panels. I will use the first piece as a pattern to cut the other 3. I showed you now how I cut my second panel using the first one. I hold it with pins and I cut it straight. After I have all my skirt pieces, I will proceed to cut the hip panels. For that, I'm going to need 3 measurements: waist measurement, hip circle, and hip depth. After folding and preparing the fabric, I take my hips measurement, I divide it by 4 and add a seam allowance. This is measurement E. I want to cut these pieces without darts, so I will need to shape them to achieve a good fit. I take the hip depth measurement and I add seam allowance. This is measurement F, and I draw a soft line with the square. I take 1/4 of my waist plus seam allowance as measurement G, and I mark it on the top of the fabric. To create the shape, I will draw 2 curved lines at top and bottom. I mark about 4 or 5 centimeters down at center waist on the fold side. And now I take measurement F, hip depth, and I mark it again from this point. Now I draw the top curved line with a saddle ruler. Afterwards, I make a parallel line using the tape measure at the hip edge, always using measurement F. With the tape, I take a half the correct hip measurement. Finally, I draw a straight line from the side hip. I have created the pattern for the first hip piece. Using this one, I will proceed to cut a total of 4, 2 pieces as outer fabric and 2 pieces as lining. I will cut as well 2 pieces of interlining for the outer fabric. I'm now pinning all the pieces together to help you see what the skirt will look like. I have just assembled my skirt with basic running stitch, and I will fit it before I go to the sewing machine. Before I join the hip part to the skirt, I want to show you how I put the hip together. See how the interlining is fused to the outer pieces, and leaving the left side open for the zipper. Please see the following part 2 of this tutorial to see the sewing of the handkerchief skirt. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If so, press the thumbs up.